What would be your biggest frustration with your website before you guys started using WebPulse?
Before we started using WebPulse, my biggest frustration is we put a lot of time and effort into the website, and we weren't getting a lot of website hits. We weren't getting a lot of qualified leads. And now that we've been using WebPulse for about 8 months, we're starting to get a lot of qualified leads.
What are your biggest goals when it comes to the website?
For us, the website is solely a revenue generator. We're trying to increase our customer base.
How big of a factor is SEO to NEDC?
SEO is a major factor, and to some people, I'd argue that SEO should be the only factor in your website strategy. WebPulse has been a major help to our SEO strategy.
You have actually been one of the first customers that I've had that's the customer themselves focused on SEO, which is really cool. I mean, and that's something it's amazing to me how many of our businesses don't really know what SEO is at this point still, and B, even when you explain it to them, they don't really care about it, which is kind of amazing. You wouldn't expect that to be the case.
Before the internet, like I have no idea. I assume you're kind of roughly the same age I am. Before the internet, this would have taken my dad like 3 days to learn how to do. Tying that into our website now, like it's like, dude, the internet is so relevant. Like if you don't realize how relevant the internet is to your business, I don't care what business you have, you're dumb and you should, like, I don't want to do business with dumb people. But
you said the stuff I can't say.
Yeah,
but I know what you mean.
If you're not being able to apply that from like looking at what you're doing on a daily basis and then applying that to your business, you need to come. So with WebPulse, it's very important to utilize SEO and utilize the internet to your advantage.
Yeah, for sure. And I think you're in even like NEDC, you're in a very, I guess, niche market to where you have to kind of educate some of your customers. I know a lot of these people have been working with you guys for forever, but still, like, the website is almost an educational component, showing people, telling them about your products. Like whenever they're Googling random stuff, trying to figure out an answer, that's important for NEDC to pop up.
What customers of WebPulse have to understand is it's not even what is on your website, it's what prompts the question to reach out to your company. So they might not even buy something from you, but at least you're making that connection, because it's all about those connections and that knowing that those connections are there. You're planting seeds constantly with WebPulse.
Yeah, and you're always looking for somebody to raise their hand and show that they're interested in your product, because that gives you more marketing opportunities. Before you started WebPulse, how often were you looking at your analytics?
I mean, I look at analytics pretty often.
I mean, are you looking at it weekly, daily?
Yeah, I probably look at it, like, depending on how interested I am given month, I probably look at it like, 3 times a month.
No, for sure. That's good. Like, again, you're going to be at the higher end of, like, I don't know, tech savviness. My biggest hard sell with people, it's not that they don't think their website matters. I mean, that's part of it, but they don't think anybody goes to their website at all. And then it's like, hey, let me just put analytics on there for a month. And they're like, oh, we're getting 3,000, 4,000 hits a month. I'm like, you don't understand how big of a deal that is for your business. Like, you might not think your website matters that much, but your customers think it matters. They think it matters enough to go to your website over and over again. What is your hot take AI prediction?
I think AI is going to change a lot. However, I think the media and everybody else is overblowing it a little bit. I think originality for humans is something that can't be summoned through an algorithm or even something that's been learned through an algorithm. I think it's going to solve a lot of things, but I think it's overblown is my opinion.
Solid. Great hot take.